Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and as you can see, about 5 minutes ago they decided to release the maintenance notice and the update details for update 6.7. so we're actually gonna take a look at this thing and see what all we are getting. I haven't gone through it yet because, as you can see, it's 5 minutes ago that this thing was released. Stayed up a little bit later than I usually do. That's actually around the time I usually go to bed, but whatever. You know what it is. Team No Sleep. So let's see. CM Fragment, Marvel Future Fight, The game will be unavailable for how long this time? From 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. UTC. And that's from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. That's still a pretty lengthy maintenance period. Well, I guess we are getting 2 new chapters for story, right? So that's a bit of content that they got to put in for 7.5 hours, eh? And we might even get it extended because usually it does get extended. So 3 new uniforms, 13 potential hero and Loki tier 3. Heimdall and and Valkyrie are getting their transcendence and their awakening. And they have the future pass uniform collection. So no big announcements of new characters or nothing like that. Pretty much everything we saw in the APK. First things first, let's open this in a new tab. Alright, so this is much better quality than that little tiny thing that we had to read. So as you can see right here, Thor's uniform will be on sale, which is good, right? They're not trying to like push that no uniform sale ever agenda, so that's good. The passive is being buffed like we saw with the patch from the APK, so that's good. He still has the chain hit damage that we saw from the recent patch. The damage reduction is still there. 70% chance to penetrate, 65% lightning damage, that was there. What else do we got here? Okay, so pretty much everything that we've seen on the APK is tier 3 still has the 70% defense down, the 35% attack proc, the accumulation is 0.6, the heal is 20%. Okay, so Thor is staying as we saw on the last round of the APK testing that we did. Hopefully that means good things, right? Hopefully that means that he can now keep up with Odin. I'm not sure if his passive was actually being like used on the APK because it was kind of grayed out. If it wasn't being used, then that's good because we can expect 20% more on top of what we saw. But even if it was, it still was good, especially considering Thor is a 800 CCF character versus Odin is 16, right? So he's still pretty good. He's in a good place. Let's jump back over to the patch notes to see what else they have. They have Loki and Valkyrie, so let's take a look at Loki right quick. So as for Loki, we have chain hit damage on the uniform bonus. Then we have 30% energy attack for his first passive, skill damage and bonus damage. We have immunity for 6 seconds, that's fine. We have the 50% attack buff for 2 attacks and the 50% all attacks. So everything here looks good. I don't see any shenanigans or tomfoolery, so that's good. Let's jump back over here and let's see what they have for my girl Valkyrie. Alright, so for Valkyrie, the uniform bonus is staying the same. Skill damage and bonus damage. She still has the heal and the chain hit. The chain hit was always 15%, I believe. Yep, I'm checking right now. Yep, it was 15%, so that's good. The ignore dodge, the 50% damage to supervillain, the 25% damage reduction, so that's pretty good. It looks like everything is pretty much staying the same. 50% defense down, the accumulation and the cooldown time is still the same. The silence, the stun, everything's the same. The defense down on rage of the Valkyrie, that's staying the same as well. And then we have the 40/40 attack buff down here, so that's pretty good. All right, so no shenanigans, no nerfs, no nothing like that. And then we have you know what's gonna be funny? I might actually get this guy to level 70 and I might get him to gear 25. Just put him in as a ragdoll to make Sentry kill himself. From all of these guys that's getting their level 70, he might be the best one to get to level 70. If Hela doesn't get anything mid-month or Sif. I do think Sif might get something though. It's interesting that they're doing the Asgardians and then they just casually throw in Daisy here. Doesn't seem out of place to you guys? Like, if they were gonna throw in Daisy, why not throw in Deathlock and Lincoln and all those guys together? All the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like Mockingbird and stuff. Does Mockingbird already have level 70? I even don't know. Let's move on though. Check out Loki's new power and let's actually open this up. Actually, we don't even have to open it up. I think everything looks the same. Yeah, 70% defense down, 80% ignore dodge, 80% penetration, invincibility. Yeah, everything is the same. And then we have the most amazing tier 3 skill animation that you've ever seen, or at least I've ever seen. 2021 with a bang. Now they gotta keep the ball rolling with amazing tier 3s that look like that. And then we have the 2 awakened skills that we have so far for Valkyrie and Heimdall. Heimdall has slightly lower defense down than Valkyrie because he's just a copy. She's the original, I guess. And then they show us the animation for both, which both are pretty much the exact same thing. I am personally looking forward to seeing how good Sif is, because I'm thinking Sif is getting something because Sif is a part of the awakened thing, right? They don't show us any requirements because I don't believe there's any requirements to awaken anyone anymore, right? So just keep that in mind. So that's why they're not showing any requirements here. And they show us the story, and then we see the requirements to play the new story. It's kind of a bummer. You have to get these characters to level 70. Like, I have literally none of these characters at level 70. Like, I don't have Phil Coulson at level 70. I don't have Daisy at level 70. I don't have Sif, right? And I don't have Agent 13 or even Nick Fury. That's crazy. I have none of these guys at level 70. And they're saying if you want them to basically stay at level 60 and be able to do the content, pay 1500 crystals. Don't pay the crystals, just sacrifice the black antimatter and the bios and just get it done that way over time, right? I'm gonna just get them all to level 70 because eventually you're gonna have to get them to level 70 at some point. So at some point you're gonna get to the point where you need more support characters to clear Null or Beyonder or whatever Eternals they add as bosses. So paying the crystals now and then having to bring them to 70 later, it's just wasted crystals. So you might as well just get them to 70, right? So moving on, they're showing off the rewards here that you can get Titan component packs, Essence of Dimension, 5 and 6 star cards, ISOs, and then some more Essence of Dimension and Titan component packs here. Hold the phone. So if you read right here, it says Dimensional Clash, the all award normal reward level 4 XP chips, change the Titan component packs and Essence of Dimension. And then down here it says Essence of Dimension X 250 and Titan component packs 250. That's actually really good from Dimensional Clash, and all war gives you 125. Yeah, bro, you're gonna be able to farm a lot more tier 3 materials. I don't know if this is preparing us for like a tier 4, but yeah, a lot more tier 3 mats is now available after this update, which is really good. This is really, really good, man. So crazy. No new characters, uniforms only, content, and improved rewards. Jeez. Wow. So the future pass is actually not giving away any biometrics. This is kind of a bummer. I would have really liked it if they had given away a couple biometrics. At least 10 would have been nice for Valkyrie, for people who don't have the crystals to buy her from the legendary battle for 2500. But it is what it is, right? They're not selling anything in this update per se in terms of things that you absolutely need. I know some people are going to complain about them cashing in on the Black Panther's lightness on a paid future pass, but keep in mind, this is a game, this is a company, this is business, it's not a charity, so they have to make money somehow. And if they're giving us a good amount of rewards, them selling an icon that you don't need to actually play the game is not the worst thing that could happen. It's kind of a bummer that they put it there and they sell it for like money, but they are going to give away one for free, right? And it's still a pretty cool one. Like the shield one is the lamest one of them all in my opinion, right? And this Loki one is pretty cool, and you're going to be able to get this one for free if you sacrifice a mega tier 2 ticket for it. A steep price if you're free to play, but it's a pretty cool icon, arguably even cooler than the Black Panther one in terms of the effects. But the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, it's just that meaning that he has behind it, right? That people just love. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. They're also talking about the free chest and the premium hero chest. They're moving it from 1 star to 3 star to 6 star. So that's really good. And you can even get a tier 2 hero now from the premium chest. So 5, 6 or tier 2. So your crystals are going a little bit further now, because where we are in the game, tier 2 characters can't really do too much in like the meta aspect. It's more so tier 3 and awakened. So more and more characters being at tier 2 at the start is going to help out new players, help them catch up a bit. You can max out all your skill level at once now to save yourself time. And besides that, I think the only other thing that's worth mentioning down here is actually this buff. So attack, defense, and HP buff increases will apply in timeline battle depending on the usage percentage of the previous season's heroes. If the usage of the previous season heroes is consistently low, the applied buff tier will increase and increase the attack, defense, and HP percentage become higher. This is good. So you're saying to me I could go into PvP and be using like a lash and basically kill people's sentry because the attack buffs are just so high because nobody uses lash? How funny would that be, bro? People, honestly, mans would be so mad that they put so much money into sentry, and then me just coming in with my 1 star. Well, I guess it wouldn't be like a 1 star lash, right? Because you can't do anything with a 1 star. But like, just imagine that, because the buffs are so high from nobody using that. That would be funny. That's actually entertaining. So I'm not too mad about this, to be honest. It kind of forces people to use different characters, kinda, without actually forcing them. Because if you build a sentry and then everybody's using sentry, the buff that sentry gets is not gonna be as high as a character that's lower down the totem pole that might be strong but just not strong enough. But with this buff, because nobody's using him, he just comes in and just one-shots everybody, right? Imagine that. Imagine Spider-Man, nobody using Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, OG Spider-Man, right? Worst character in the game? Probably not, but still a pretty bad tier 3. Imagine Spider-Man coming in, everybody dropping dead in 1 shot because nobody is using Spider-Man. Now that is funny and entertaining. So I'm looking forward to these buffs. They're kind of cheesy, but they're kind of funny at the same time. Anyways, they're talking about the fortune here. Nothing really super crazy. And at the end here, they're saying they'll return with new heroes and content fixes in the next update. I'm looking forward to the content and the fixes. The heroes, I could do with a couple more updates without heroes. So just give us some more content, maybe a new GBR or a Shadowland shop. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. How are you feeling? The first update in a very long time that it feels as though it's not a cash grab, right? It's literally like free everything basically. Well, you can buy the icons if you want to. They're not essential for playing the game. Somebody buying an icon doesn't make them automatically beat you in PvP. So it's completely different than if they just pump a bunch of money in their cards and their CTPs and then you can't beat them. Right? So I'm okay with people paying for icons. That's fine. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the update so far. It might seem like a dead week, but I was gonna say a dead week because of Grand Cross we get update weekly, but it might seem like a dead month just because we've gotten used to like 3 characters, 2 characters, 5 uniforms, all these things, right? But I think this is a good time for players to catch up. I think it really is a good time for players to catch up.